Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We've got the reveal of the RSI Arrastra and some drama about the F8 Lightning, which should give you a load more insurance over what you might have previously got if you bought it earlier. You can buy it again now. We'll talk about it in a minute. CIG gave us our first proper look at the RSI Arrastra inside Star Citizen. What is it? It is a large deep space miner. Why the name? An Arrastra is an ancient grinding or milling tool for processing ore. Where does the Arrastra fit in the mining pantheon? So you've got hand mining with the multi-tool on foot. You've got vehicle mining with the Rock and the Rock DS. You've then got sort of prospector mining, single-seater career mining. Then you've got the Mole, which is a larger multi-crew ship. Then it's going to be the RSI Arrastra, which looks to be just under Corvette-sized. So think sort of a mining-focused Carrack, that sort of size of ship. Then the top tier scale or size of miner that they've got planned is the Orion, which is a huge beast of a miner. It's got the RSI arrowhead look, the Arrastra, but it's still chunky. They've got sort of like a layered look to its exterior, so you can see some of its like exposed industrial parts almost. There's a large living space on the ship for its crew. Basically, it's got bunks or beds for up to 5 crew and a load of storage there. Cargo bays, they are capable of holding vehicles like the Rock and the DS, and there's a load of cargo room there too. It has an on-board refinery, which is going to be very useful for larger scale mining operations. It has a huge amount of ore storage. It's going to be really, really long range with its components and the ability for its crew to stay out in deep space and mine for a long period of time. The ship allows you to do some serious mining operations in a relatively small package. There are multiple stations on the bridge for controlling the various mining lasers or weapons across the hull of the ship. The remote turrets on the ship can move to different configurations and locations on the ship to allow for much better and more dynamic coverage with those mining lasers and weapons. There is a massive mining turret here as well, mining laser, which can actually move from the top to the bottom of the ship, and it literally just passes through the center of the ship to do that. So your crew would be helping sort of pilot and move the ship, be mining, be processing the ore, dealing with the cargo. If you're planet side, you can send some of the crew out on one of your onboard mining vehicles potentially, or maybe you've got vehicles that have storage, so you're moving ore off to build a base or dropping off a load of refined material for some reason. The ship will allow you to do pretty much all forms of mining out of our scale, and also has that refinery there too. We do not have a price yet on the ship though. I am expecting somewhere between $400 to $600, hopefully at the lower end of that scale. The ship will be available on concept sale from Saturday the 15th of November, I believe at 4 PM UTC on RSI Day of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. I think it's going to be very popular as a ship because it allows you to do this quite high tier mining pretty self-sufficiently. Now, how does this compare to the Orion? Well, the Orion's much bigger, where the Arrastra sort of makes use of all the current mining gameplay and loops and all that sort of stuff, potentially a bit updated. The Orion is a different beast, solely focusing on large-scale space and strip mining. So it's not going to be going down to planets, it's going to be docking with stations to unload its sort of ore. It's a huge lumbering beast of a miner, where the Arrastra is much more versatile and can land in places and stuff like that. So what's the benefits of using the Arrastra over 5 prospectors, say? Well, there's the onboard refinery, there's the larger cargo capacity and ore space, the ground vehicle and cargo base, so you can do just a larger scale and different types of mining, lots of versatility there. Assumedly, you have larger scale mining lasers as well, sort of bigger mining lasers for being able to mine harder targets. You're going to have larger power plants and power access with the ship, a more tanky, well-defended ship, and one with significantly longer range. Also, if you want to do multi-crew over running loads and loads of prospectors. And also, you could do a mining operation with an Arrastra and prospectors and moles and the galaxy with its refinery, stuff like that. or that Expanse, which is the single-seater refinery ship that I always forget the name of. I'm really interested to know, are you interested at all in the RSI Arrastra, or mining doesn't interest you at all, or you're really only interested in mining because it affects the economy or missions that might come up? Tell me in the comments below. Now, we have some F8 Lightning news. Basically, F8 Lightning is available at the moment during the IAE for people that have the golden tickets. If you found a golden ticket previously and you hadn't already bought an F8 Lightning, you can purchase one, yeah? And that F8 Lightning, one you can purchase currently, has 120 months insurance. Whereas if you had bought them earlier, when the golden tickets first came out, as it were, you would have only got 6 months insurance. Now, that's a problem, because I want 120 months insurance on my F8 Lightning, and lots of other people did as well. Zylo responded to this. Hey everyone, the intention with the bringing back of the F8 Lightning on Anvil Day was to fulfill the numerous requests that came through after the previous promotion ended. With that in mind, we brought it back exclusively for those that had acquired a golden license during the October event but had not picked up a Lightning. We fully intend for people to be able to melt their previously acquired F8 and repurchase the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo version with increased insurance, as it has been possible for many ships at previous events. Unfortunately, because of the way the badging for this one works, this isn't possible. The team is aware and will address this for future promotions when they are back in the office. In the meantime, if you're in the boat looking to melt and upgrade, simply submit a ticket to our support team and they will get you squared away. That's really good to know. You can get your 120 months insurance on your F8 if you want to, and I suppose you would want to. Why not? I did see a lot of people pretty grumpy about that because, yeah, people that bought early got 6 months insurance, whereas people that bought later got this 120 months insurance, and it wasn't easy just to switch over by melting and rebuying or whatever. But yes, I'm glad Cloud Imperium are sorting that, and we'll have that in mind for future promotions. There was no reason for them not to allow backers to do that. They weren't like being sneaky or anything. It just wasn't fully thought out here, and it seems to be the only problem. Something else that we learnt from the Inside Star Citizen, there are 62 devs on the vehicle content team alone. So there's a load of projects and loads of different things and loads of different teams. They are split over for different sprints. Does also mean that when you're talking to devs on the Spectrum forums, that they don't necessarily, each individual one doesn't have a high-level overview of all of the different things that are being worked on, and they might not be a specialist on a particular ship or a ship system because they're working on something completely different. Boom! That's it for your updates today on the RSI Arrastra and that F8 Lightning. I am interested to know, are you going to be getting an RSI Arrastra, or do you have another mining ship, or have you got an Orion? When do you think we're going to see the Orion? I think it's going to be ages away, the Orion, because I think it's such a big scale miner. It doesn't need to be in game in the near future. It's sort of like 3+ years away. The F8 Lightning, do you have one? Were you upset of the 120 months sort of insurance over the 6 months thing? Are you going to be putting a ticket in? Have you bought one with 120 months insurance now? Are you just going to be getting an F8 in-game, or does it not interest you at all? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What is best in life? To crush your enemies? To see them driven before you? And to hear the lamentations of their women? No, of course not. It's NordVPN. I never saw Conan the Barbarian checking his bank balance and then watching some cool shows on Netflix, all while protecting his privacy and being super secure. To be honest, I can't even remember Conan wearing a shirt. Silly Conan. And now, a big old snake god's got your internet history. Good job. Don't be a Conan the Barbarian. Check out NordVPN. Links below for powerful discounts too. Do you like using your eye holes for extra immersion in Star Citizen and help aim and do some cool stuff? Well, you can with Tobii Eye Tracker 5, which is on sale at the moment. This gives you native high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one or to find out more. Every month we've been giving away a ship for Star Citizen, but for November, to celebrate the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2953, we are giving away a load of different ships, each to a different person. The Avenger Titan, the Drake Cutter, the C8X Pisces, the Mustang Alpha, and the Nomad. All great starter ships, but also useful for any fleet. They all come with a game package and lifetime insurance. That's all you need to start playing Star Citizen. That's 5 prizes and 5 chances to win. Just comment on any of my videos made during November to be in for a chance of winning. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that goes the extra mile in supporting the channel via Patreon or the join button under my videos and then becoming a channel member. Please consider joining those fabulous people as well. It allows us to make daily content for Star Citizen and Squadron 42, delving into all the news, drama, development info, and gameplay that these games have to offer. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the verse.